Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to experiment a pork dish. You can name it as you want because it's a mix of many flavors from different states. So I'm going to mix and match that and see how it is going to work. So let's see what are the ingredients that we need. So first I will say I don't have enough space in one of the plate that I've kept. So we have mustard seeds and we have some cinnamon sticks, some cloves, some tamarind and some peppercorns, some jeeras, and you have all the powders. I've put turmeric, I put meat masala, I put some coriander powder, some chili powder because I don't want so much of chili. Already I have taken some chilies there, and I have some garam masala too. Okay, the quantity is based on the amount of meat that you have. So right now I've taken more quantity. So I have 3 kg of pork that I'm gonna cook today. So I have taken a generous amount of what I need. So based on the spices that you need, maybe you can the spiciness that you need, you can probably add in the powders that you have taken. So these are the general things that you really need. And I've taken some generous amount of curry leaves here. I have some chopped onions. I have cut around four big onions into slices. Some cut open some chilies. And this is a really spicy one, so that's the reason I have taken very less amount of chili powder. I have taken a generous amount of uh, garlic and ginger, and I like the flavor of ginger when I'm having some meat, so that's the reason I've cut into cubes. I could have cut it into the different slices too, long cut, but then again I prefer this so that everybody gets a good amount of bite from each bite that they take. It's up to you how you want to cut it, as long as the flavor is baked in. So you can see this can be cut it into long as well, but I just preferred it a small one, so that it's easy to cook as well. It's your wish, you can do however you want. So let's get started. I have taken a big kadai, kind of a big vessel, and I've already heated up some oil. I've put some good amount of oil. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to put some uh, mustard seed first. Okay, I'm putting some mustard seeds. I let it in the hot oil. Let it burst. Once it bursts, we have the next set of things to put in. Let's wait for that. Alright, so yeah, it's almost breaking. Started, it's popping. Okay, so it started popping now. So it's the last one I hear, I will start adding each ingredient. Right, so here it comes, the next set of things. I'm just waiting for it to finish the bursting. And yeah, it's almost done. Right, so I reduce the flame, and then I put the next set of things, which is the cinnamon cloves. I put the cloves, the cinnamon sticks. Okay, be careful when it bursts. I always get this in for me. So I will put some chili followed by the onions. Alright, I'm not letting the chilies to fry first and then wait for the onions to be put. So I put both together almost. I just stir them up. Alright, and I increase the flame again. Okay, so I'll add a little bit of salt so that it comes out quickly soft and brown. So I'll just put a little bit of salt here, and then I'm going to stir back again. Alright. Wow, so it started getting brown and it smells so good. I must tell you that the flavor of the chili and onions and the cinnamon sticks, the cloves have given that added flavor. Now I'm going to add um, a little bit of the peppercorns that we have taken here, followed by this foam, and I'm going to mix it well. Alright, and here you go. The aroma is, I can't tell you, it's really good. So I'm still cooking on a high flame, as you can see. Alright, so I'm continuously stirring it so that it gets cooked as well properly. Alright, so as it is browning, I am going to add a ginger and the cloves that I have cut and kept it here. So I've added all of them. Right, and here we go. We are again going to get into the feeling of heaven. The smell is making me mad. See that? It looks, and it actually smells amazing. Alright, so I'm not going to get into too much about things. I'm just going ahead with what we are here today. So let's get into the business. Let's take the aroma a little bit while I'm cooking. I love to take the aroma and then keep on cooking. So it smells really good. I'll let it fry a little more before I add the next set of things. Alright. Alright, so it's almost brown. And I don't want it to be so much brown because I'm going to cook the pork in this for a little while. So I don't want it to be so much brown. So I'm going to add all the powders which I have kept it. Like I said, we have the coriander powder, the meat masala, the garam masala, the chili powder, the turmeric. We have it here. I'm just going to add it, dump in, and then I'm going to have a mix of all of that. And I'm mixing it. So I've fried the masalas and you can feel the smell of the masalas now. It's actually hitting my nose. Yeah, it's so lovely. And now I'm gonna reduce the flame. And I have cooked and kept the pork. Probably this is a 3 kg of pork. I've cut it into small pieces. So if you want a little more medium piece, you can do that way. So I've cut it into a little small piece like how I do generally. Sorry for that. And I've not added any water. It is just the flavor from within the meat that it has come, the water and the fat which has come out. And I'm not going to remove anything from this. What I'm going to do is, since I've cooked with just salt and turmeric, and I've just given 2 whistles on this. Maybe you can do based on the kind of meat that you're getting, the whistle and the cooker. Based on that, it will differ the amount of time that it needs to be cooked. So 2 whistles I've given in this on a low flame, low to medium flame, and I'm going to add this right to the masalas that we have just fried. All right, so I've added the whole thing right as it is, and I'm just going to stir this generously, and a little harsh I'm doing that. Actually, you can go little soft on this. I just want to ensure that I'm getting all the flavors, all the masalas and everything in here. So I've just mixed it, and what I'm going to do right now is I've kept it on high flame, and then I'm going to add the tamarind that I've kept it. For most of the pork dishes, we tend to add the tamarind. This will actually give you a good taste. Um, if you wish, you can add anything else, or you can skip this. That's up to you. And I'm gonna add this. I just made it into small chunks so that it goes everywhere. Usually, people will take the um, the juice out and keep them aside and then add it to this. I would prefer to go a little as it is raw. All right, because ideally once it is in the hot water, it should get the flavor back into the dish, whatever it is. So I prefer to do this, right? And I just mixed it so well. All right, and now I'm gonna let it bubble a little um, for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'll add the next thing. All right, so I have let it cook for just 2 minutes right in as it is. As you can see, I just kept on stirring in between. Now I tasted a little from the gravy, and I see that there is a little salt which is less, which needs to be added. So I'm adding. So you need to add it based on how you have added initially in the pot while you have cooked it, right? So I'm gonna just mix it a bit, and if we need it later as well, we will go ahead and do that. And one more thing that I need to add here, which is like a little vindalu. We are going to add vinegar. It's basically means adding vinegar. So I'm gonna add a little bit of um, white vinegar. So I'm adding around 3 in the same cork as this particular bottle is. So I've just added a 3.5, and trust me, as it sits, once it is cooked, if you keep, as you boil it, or rather I would say heat it up, each time the flavor would differ, and that's how I feel like I should eat more and more. So I usually make it in large quantity, like 5 kilo or more, so that as it sits, it will taste more and more better. So the demand would be more for that. So I kind of do that. So now I've added the vinegar, and then I'm going to add the last one, which is nothing but a generous amount of curry leaves on this. Okay, this is up to you if you want to add it or not, but I'm just adding. I've just washed it, and then I'm adding as it is. I prefer to get that little flavor on the top of it, every time I just add this curry leaf. Otherwise I don't prefer curry leaf as such, but it just for that little smell that I added here. Okay, and I know I'm going to keep it in a medium flame. I let it cook. Just check whether your pork is cooked well uh, or not. Since you have already cooked it with 2 whistles, I just want to know whether it is really cooked or not. So sometimes some of the meat would be so this was a tender meat. So what I've done is just 2 whistles is just enough. So what I'll do is I'll just let it simmer, and let a little bit of gravy get absorbed in this, because now it looks little white. So I'm just gonna cover it with the lid and let it cook in slow flame. And we will occasionally check it. How far you want it, you can check it. Maybe in the next 5 to 7 minutes, I will have a check how it is. So if I want more of gravy, I would let it as it is. If I don't want so much of gravy, I'm going to go as like a semi gravy, so that this would be much tastier. So I'm going for a semi gravy. So this is all about it. You can go ahead and try it. And let me know if you liked it. Thank you.